All right, welcome everyone. This is Lisa Torres here. So excited to have you hanging out with me on this Saturday morning where you could actually be out doing, something else with your family, going shopping, whatever it is. But you chose to hang out with me today. So I'm super excited about that. First things first, we're going to try to keep this intensive workshop as short as possible. I'm hoping to get you guys out of here within the hour. It's actually 11 a.m. right now. So by 12 o'clock at the very latest, we're going to get you out of here. So I have some slides. It's going to be very interactive. So get ready. So I just want to give a shout out to some of the people that are here. We have Jackie, welcome Jackie, and we have Lawrence, and we have Kandira, welcome Kandira. We have Paul and Ruby and two Mikes. There's Mike and Mike. Welcome guys, and Lori and Paul, and wait, I gotta scroll down. I can't even see the rest of the list. We've got people coming in right now. We have Lisa. Hey Lisa, love your name. Julie, Ken, Frederick. This thing won't allow me to scroll anymore, but I see people that are coming in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're just going to give it 1 minute before we actually get on with the training, because I want to make sure that people are coming in, they're logging in, and they're able to see what actually is going on. All right. So, okay. All right. So here's what we're going to do. I'm actually going to share my screen with you guys because I have a presentation that I created for you, a bunch of slides that I created for you, so we can actually go through the process of becoming a self-management ninja. Okay, self-management ninja, time management ninja. To me, it's pretty much all the same. Okay, most people don't know how to manage their time, or manage themselves. Even worse, they don't know how to do that. So today I'm going to teach you my formula on how I'm able to do that and manage my day on a daily basis. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so you guys should see my screen. So I am going to start this presentation from the beginning. All right, so here we go. How to be a self and time management ninja workshop. Getting more done in less time to reap bigger rewards. I hope you guys are excited, because I'm excited to be sharing this stuff with you. So who am I? Who is Lisa Torres? Well, first of all, I'm a mom and wife. I've been an internet entrepreneur since 2007, when I got laid off from my job in corporate America. I have earned over $150,000 in the past 17 months. I practice yoga, meditation, fitness, eating healthy, and I've lost 30 pounds in 90 days. As you can see right here, this is my before and after picture. It's a picture of me and my family. And I did it all simply by becoming a self and time management ninja, which you're basically going to learn how to do in today's workshop. Okay, so here's what you're going to learn today. You're going to learn how to really dig deep into the most important aspects of your life and your business and prioritize them according to what's most important to you. Next is you're going to learn how to have a handful of uninterrupted blocks of time where you are totally focused so that you can squeeze more time out of your day. I'm going to show you how to use the tools and strategies and tactics to excel in your business so that you can focus on creating prosperity for you and your family. And finally, I'm going to show you how to create daily, weekly, and even monthly habits by organizing a routine that eliminates chaos and simplifies your task. Okay. Now, here's what you'll need before we get started. You'll need a pen, and you'll need either a pad or a few sheets of paper. Okay, so go ahead, get that out. I'll just give you guys a few minutes, or not a few minutes, but a few seconds to actually go out. I'm just going to go ahead and grab a sip of my water, and while you go ahead and gather those items that you need, a pen, a pad, or a few sheets of paper. Okay. All right, so you guys should have your pad and your pen or a few sheets of paper, because we're actually going to need this in order to move forward, because remember, I said that this is an interactive workshop. So you're actually going to be you're going to be doing stuff today. Okay, you're going to be writing on. You're going to actually be using these tools. You're going to be actually writing on your pad or the few sheets of paper that you have. Okay, so now before we move forward, there's 3 very important things to remember. Number 1, no matter how organized we are, there are always only 24 hours in a day. Time doesn't change. All we can actually manage is ourselves and what we do with the time that we have. Number 2, the focus of time management is actually changing your behaviors, not changing time. Okay, changing your behaviors, write that down. Changing your behaviors, not changing time, because we can't change time. Okay, time is going and it's leaving us behind if we don't keep up with it. And number 3, we complete most important tasks first. Now, this is the absolute golden rule of time management. Each day, identify the 2 or 3 tasks that are the most crucial to complete and do those first. And once you're done, the day has already been a success. And you can move on to other things in your life, in your personal life, or in your business, or you can let them wait until tomorrow. But you finished the essential 2 to 3 most important things of the day. And whatever else is left could either be done later on in that day or wait for the following day. Okay, so these are the most 3 important things to remember as we move forward. So let's get into it. Step number 1, the brain dumping process. Okay, now here's where the pen and paper comes into play. So first you're going to take a piece of paper. Okay, take your pen and your pad or a piece of paper, and you're going to draw a line straight down the middle. Okay, so draw a line straight down the middle. And on the left side, you're going to write A. Okay, and then in the B side, on the right side, you're going to write B. Okay, so left side A, right side B, with a line going down the middle. So you actually have 2 columns. All right, so go ahead and do that now, and I'll give you a second to complete that. Okay, so line in the middle, column A, column B. Okay, now in column A, I want you to brain dump. I want you to write everything that keeps you up at night. I want you to write everything that you need to get done, but you keep procrastinating on. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to set a timer for 5 minutes. Okay, I have the timer actually right here. We're going to set the timer for 5 minutes. And what you're going to do is that you're going to dump everything on column A that comes to your mind that needs to get done. Everything. Okay, don't edit, just write. Okay, so these are the rules. We're going to set a timer for 5 minutes, and we're going to brain dump everything in 5 minutes. No editing, no nothing. Okay, no, absolutely nothing. All right, so here we go. I'm going to click start. Okay, go. And I'll come back to you guys when this timer runs out. So while you're thinking, let me just help you with a few things. Let's mastermind together. What are the things that you want to get done and put on that list? Maybe it's you want to focus more on your health and fitness. Maybe you want to work out more. Maybe you've been wanting to get into yoga. Or maybe you've been wanting to go to the gym. Or maybe you've been trying to find a fitness partner. Maybe you have been wanting to write a book. You just haven't gotten to it yet. Maybe you've been meaning to cut a certain style of video, but you just don't know how. You don't have the tools. You don't know what tools you need, but you know that you need to create this video. Put that down on the piece of paper too. Maybe you have been meaning to travel to a certain location, right? But you've just been procrastinating. Maybe you need to do research on that area that you're trying to get to. Maybe you've been meaning to get in touch with someone, whether it be a relative or long friend, old friend. Maybe you've been meaning to get with your mom or your dad and ask them questions about childhood days. Maybe you've been wanting to create a scrapbook for your children. Maybe you've been wanting to read a certain book. Maybe you've been wanting to get into reading. Maybe you have been meaning to watch a certain group of videos, but you still haven't gotten a chance to. Maybe you have been wanting to start a cooking class or a sewing class. Maybe you've been meaning to, mow the lawn or, whatever it is. Maybe you've been meaning to, work on relationships with your spouse or your boyfriend or girlfriend, significant other. You just don't know how. Maybe things are going sour and you just need to work things out. You just don't know how. Maybe you have been, having trouble creating team duplication in your business. Maybe you've been meaning to finish your basement off. Maybe you have an unfinished basement and you've been meaning to finish it. Maybe you have been, wanting to learn how to play an instrument or learn a new language. Maybe you've been wanting to enhance a language. Maybe you know a little bit of Spanish or Chinese, but you don't know as much as you want to. Maybe you wanted to take some classes. You've been procrastinating. Maybe you've wanted to move, right? You've been planning on this move to some other location and you've just been putting it off. I want you to brain dump and literally put everything that you can possibly think of on that paper. I don't care what it is. Just dump it. Just dump it. We've got 30 seconds. Maybe you've been meaning to syndicate your content in your business and you just, you don't want to do it. And you've been procrastinating. Dump it. 3 seconds left. All right, we're done. Okay, so in column A, what we just did is we basically dumped our brain onto a piece of paper on the A column. Okay, so basically everything that keeps you up at night, everything that you need to get done but you keep procrastinating on should be on column A. Okay, and there's a reason why we set a timer to do that, because setting timers is really, the key to getting things done, more things done in less amount of time. And we're going to talk about that as we move forward in this training. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. Okay, so here we go. The next slide is this. I want you to take 2 minutes, and yes, we're going to do the timer again, to put a line across everything in column A on that list that is out of your control. So for example, here's 2 examples right here. Let's say on a personal level, you want your spouse to pay more attention to you. And if you still can think of something, just go ahead and dump it while we're still in this process. If you feel that something comes up as we move forward, just go ahead and brain dump that inside of column A. You want your spouse to pay more attention to you. You're doing everything to make the relationship work, and it's still not working. Guess what? That's out of your control. Scratch it off. Put a line across it. Okay, get it off the list. All right? Another example would be in your business. Let's say you want your team to duplicate. You provide them with support and coaching, and they still do absolutely nothing. Guess what? That's also out of your control. So scratch it off. You can't force people to do something that they don't want to do, right? Scratch it off, put a line across it. It's out of your control. All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to go through this list. We're only going to take 2 minutes, and I want you to put a line across everything on that list that is absolutely out of your control, okay? So let's go to our handy-dandy timer here. We're going to set it for 2 minutes and go. Okay, if it is out of your control, if you can't control it, it needs to get off of that list. The only things that should be on that list is things that you can control. Now, before you scratch it off, really think about, ask yourself, can I control this part? If I can't, scratch it off. Okay, we've got less than 60 seconds to complete this assignment, this next task. Remember, you can only accomplish things that are in your control. You can't make anyone else do anything that you want them to do. So if it's out of your control, it needs to get off of that list. 20 seconds left. Okay, we've got 10 seconds left. We're going to move forward to the next slide. All right, we are done. Okay, now let's move on to step number 4. I want you to take 2 minutes, we're going to set the timer again, to transfer and scratch off anything that is dreadful, that basically that things that you've been procrastinating on for months or even years, and you still haven't done it yet. Anything that you don't like to do or don't want to do, but that you know that it's important and you know that it needs to get done, I want you to transfer it to column B and scratch it off column A. Okay, transfer it from column B and scratch it off of column A. anything that is dreadful and that you've been procrastinating on for years. Okay, so we're going to take 2 minutes once again. Let me refresh my screen. Okay, go. Okay, so let's say, for example, you've been meaning to learn Spanish, and you've been wanting to do this for years. Guess what? Get it off the list. Scratch it off the list. Okay. Scratch it off of column A and put it on column B. If you've been meaning to finish your basement and you've been thinking about it forever and you still haven't done it, guess what? Scratch it off of column A and put it on column B. Some other examples would be, you've been meaning to, let's say, paint a room or paint the house or whatever. You're dreading it. You are absolutely dreading it. You just don't want to have anything to do with it, but you know that it needs to get done. You know that it's important. You still haven't done it. Transfer it over to column B. Scratch it off of column A. Okay, maybe maybe in your business, you know that you need to syndicate your content, but you absolutely dread it. Well, guess what? Put it on column B, scratch it off of column A. Maybe you've been meaning to mow the lawn, and it's dreadful. You hate doing it. You just hate doing that process. But you know it needs to get done. Put it on column B, scratch it off of column A. We've got 7 seconds left. Okay, we're done. Now, let's move to the next one. Step number 5. You're going to take 2 minutes to scratch everything off of A that you've been saying that you wanted to do forever. Okay? Such as learning a new language, learning how to play an instrument. If you haven't gotten it done already, it's not important, so get it off the list. And you know what? We are not going to put this on column B. Okay? So everything that you have been saying that you wanted to do for years, even months, scratch it off of column A. We're going to eliminate it forever. Okay, so we're going to take 2 minutes to do that. Refresh my screen, 2 minutes, and go. So many of us, we say that we want to do something and we've been meaning to do something, but guess what? If it hasn't gotten done by now, and if you've just been putting it on the back burner, then, for a really long time, obviously it's not important to you. Obviously it's really not that important to you. So scratch it off. Maybe you even want to put it on a separate piece of paper and get back to it maybe, later in life. But right now we are trying to only have everything that's on column A, the most important things that you need to accomplish now, like within the next 90 days. Okay? So if learning a new language or learning how to play an instrument, for example, is not of importance in the next 90 days, scratch it off the list. We don't want it there. Okay, so we've got 60 seconds to go. And be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Don't say, well, yeah, I'm definitely going to do, I'm going to learn this language. But then you know that you're not going to do it. Get it off. The only thing that we want on column A is things that you're actually going to do, that you really need to get done within the next 90 days. We've got 20 seconds left. All right, we've got 6 seconds left. And excuse my dog barking in the background. He probably hears or sees someone outside. Okay, so here we go. Step number 6, I want you to take 2 minutes and we're going to repeat the process. Now this time you're going to take a separate piece of paper. You're going to take a new piece of paper and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to draw a line in the middle and you're going to write column A and column B, and then you're going to transfer everything from the old paper that's in column A that has not been scratched off, and you're going to put it on the new piece of paper. Okay, so transfer everything from the old paper to the new paper that has not been scratched off in column A. Okay, and then you're going to do the same thing in column B. So everything that's in column B right now on your old sheet, you're going to put it on your new sheet. I'm going to set the timer for 2 minutes. We're going to get that process going right now. Because what we're doing right now is we are just making the list shorter. We're making the list shorter, and we want to eliminate, the things that no longer serve you, things that you've been thinking about for so long. We just want to get rid of them, get them out of your mind. Let's declutter, right? We're trying to declutter the mind by doing this brain dumping process. Got a minute and a half left for you to transfer everything that you've written down from column A that has not been scratched off, which is going to create a shorter, you're going to have a shorter list now on the new sheet of paper. You're going to have a shorter list. It's not going to have anything scratched off. Okay, it could be 2 things, it could be 5 things, it could be 10 things, it could be 50 things. I don't know how many things that you wrote down, only you know that. We've got 50 seconds left. You're going to see why in a second this process is so important. "30 seconds left. Okay, we've got less than 10 seconds left. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's move on to the next one. Now, notice how I put a time on everything. I put a timer 5 minutes for this, 2 minutes for that, 2 minutes for this. This, my friend, is the key secret to being a self and time management ninja and learning how to get more done in less time to reap bigger rewards. You have to set a timer for things, right? So for example, if you are, into, let's say, blogging, right? And you know that blogging takes you, let's say, 30 minutes or 60 minutes to write a good blog post, then put the timer on, get laser focused, and just follow the task at hand. Concentrate on the task at hand. So notice how when I told you, okay, let's set 5 minutes for the brain dumping process, right? We were laser focused, and all you focused on at that very moment was brain dumping. And then once the timer was done, it was done. That is the key secret, okay? So let's move on to step number 2, your top priorities, your top 5 priorities. Write down on a new piece of paper your top 5 priorities in no particular order. It's not going to be, oh, this one is more important than this one, this one is more important than this one. Just write them down. Top 5. Here's mine. This is an example. What you see here is my top priorities. So it's health and spirituality, relationship, kids and family, personal growth or personal development, business and creativity. In no particular order, to me, they're my top 5. and they're the most important things in my life that I need to focus on. Okay, so go ahead, write yours down. Okay, your top 5. We're going to take about maybe 60 seconds to complete this process, because you may have to think about it for a second, or you could kind of use mine, whatever works for you. So I'm going to set the timer to 60 seconds. Go. Top 5 priorities. And this actually, what I have here, if you want to use my example, it basically covers all aspects of my life and my business. You may not have kids or be in a relationship, so this may not apply to you. Yours might be a little different than mine. But this is just my example. 13 seconds left. Okay, we are done with that process. Let's move down now to step number 3, which is basically your schedule. And just give me a second so I can plug in my battery into my computer so my computer doesn't shut down. All right, your schedule. So here is your top 5 priority schedule. And what I need to do actually is I'm going to actually make this bigger so that you can actually see it. Now this is mine. Okay, yours is going to be different because again, you may not be in a relationship, you may not have a husband or a wife, you may not have children, you may not even have a big family, I don't know, whatever it is. Okay, but this is my example. So you could just basically take yours or take mine and create your own. Okay, so for example, when it's school time, right? During school days, when school is in, this is my schedule, right? So my health and spirituality, I take care of the working out and spirituality and all that, meditation and getting the word in or whatever, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Okay, those are the hours. And then I get into my business and creativity, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Okay, so the time in between 9 a.m. and 10 is usually for, having my shake and taking a shower, getting dressed really quick, and then getting to work, 10 a.m. to 1. And then at night, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Okay, so I have 2 time slots that I want to focus on every day, Monday through Friday, during school days. Okay, relationships, 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. When I turn off my computer at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm done until 4 o'clock. It's about the relationship, me and my husband, from 1 to 4. 1 to 4. 4 o'clock is when my daughter comes out of school. So we have 1 to 4 to do whatever we want. That could be maybe we're going to watch a matinee or go out to lunch or, whatever it is. Okay, and then again from 10 to 11. So shut down 10 o'clock, 11, 12 o'clock or whatever, relationship. Maybe we'll get together, watch a movie or whatever. Personal development, 30 minutes a day, right? So from 5 p.m., right? So when we pick up our daughter at 4, we usually pick her up. Maybe we have to stop by the supermarket, but we'll come back home, give her something to eat. By the time I'm done with that, it's about 5 o'clock. From 5 to 5:30, I'm reading a book, I'm listening to an audio, personal development, personal growth. Okay, so it's me time for 30 minutes when I come back in. 5:30 to 8 o'clock, family, kids. Okay, this is where I'm cooking, we're playing games, we're doing whatever we want. Okay, 5:30 to 8. Okay, and then if we look over here, go back to business, 8 p.m. to 10. When 8 o'clock comes, I'm back in my office from 10 o'clock. till 10 o'clock. Okay, so this is school days. Summer days, it's slightly different. Summer days, I'm waking up a little bit later, so 8 to 10. I have from 10 to 11 o'clock to get in my breakfast, take a shower, right? Business, 11 to 1 and 7 to 10 at night. 11 to 1 and 7 to 10 at night, those are my office hours. Those are the days that I am in my office, you know, handling my business, doing whatever that is that I have to do for inside of my business. Okay, that could be maybe cutting videos, writing blog posts, syndicating content, you know, doing Google Hangouts with my team, whatever it is. And then during the summer, it's 1 to 6:30 family time. So we'll do things like go to the beach, go to the pool, go to water parks, whatever it is, that's what we're doing. 6:30 to 7, my personal growth time. And then, as you can see here, 7 p.m. cutoff time for that, and then I get to work till 10, and from 10 to whatever, it's, you know, Saturdays, whatever, 10 to whatever, relationships. Got it? Okay. Now here's what the weekend schedule looks like. And you're actually going to create this for yourself. Okay, so if you want to take a screenshot of this or whatever, just so you could get an idea, you could do that. But we'll talk more a little bit about that. Weekends, my schedule changes a little bit because I don't really work too much in my business, just really 8 to 10 at night. You know, I don't do personal development on the weekend, just save that for during the week. Family and kids pretty much all day, you know, because she's home from school. Okay, so weekends, this is what I do. Really no work. Anything that I need to get done in my business, I do it between 8 and 10. Okay. Now, step number 4, your to-do list. Now, I'm going to recommend two tools that I absolutely love, and they're called Drop Task and Bubble.us. You might want to write those down. It's bubble without the E.us, and we'll go over these tools in just a second. But the first thing that we want to do is we want to go back here and look at the schedule. We want to get the schedule done. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're going to open up our Google Calendar. Now, I recommend that you use Google Calendar because, you know, it's easy to use, it's web-based, and it sends you notification reminders. It sends you reminders on the things that you need to do. Okay, so what we will do is if you click here, you can see it says create new calendar, right? And you can name it whatever you want. So I'm just going to put test or sample calendar just for the purpose of this video. You set your settings, whatever it is that you want, and then you create calendar. Okay. Now you'll see that it showed up right here. If we click on calendars, you'll see that it showed up right there. That's the calendar we want to click on. That's the calendar we want to work with. So getting back to this schedule here. Health and spirituality, 7 to 9. Great. Health and spirituality. Can't spell that. Okay, so what did we say? We said 7 to 9 during the week, school days. So we're going to put this on Monday, and we're going to put 7 to 9 a.m. Okay, so that's a 2-hour window. I'm going to set up my emails to go out. Let me make this a little bigger so you can see it. I'm going to set my emails or my pop-ups or whatever I want. I usually keep both just to remind me in case I don't have my cell phone with me, or you know, I'm on my laptop, whatever it is. I'm going to keep both checked. You could put whatever color you want to assign to it, doesn't matter. And then you click repeat, And you just make sure it's checked. This is what you're going to do every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then you click never ends and then done. Okay, and then you click save. Right now, if we go to that week, okay, if we go to that week, I don't know why it should, oh, I gotta scroll up. If we go to the week, you'll see that now we have this on a calendar. So 7 to 9, working out, meditation, whatever it is, 7 to 9 a.m. Okay, that must get done, period, end of story. Must get done. Because remember, we wrote down our top 5 priorities. Top 5 priorities. So if this is the top 5, then it needs to go on the calendar. And without any interrupted time. Right? Okay. So the next one would be 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. business and creativity. We'll just put business. All right, so we're going to start that Monday. 10 a.m. I'm sorry, what was the... Yes, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. So 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Okay, so that's a 3-hour window for business. I'm going to repeat that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Never ends. Click done. Choose a color. Whatever I want the color to be. If I want to choose a different color, I could do that. And there we go. Okay. And actually, we didn't put a title, so let me edit that. Put business hours. All events. And there we go. Okay, 10 to 1. Next one is going to be 8 to 10 p.m. business hours. So let's add that in there. We'll go to Monday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. It's a 2-hour window. Repeat Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and Friday. Done. And I'm going to give it the same color since it's business. And we'll click save. And if we scroll down, we'll see. Oh, I didn't put the title there again. Okay, there we go. We'll see that business hours are from 10 to 1, and again from 8 to 10 p.m. Okay, next one will be relationships. So mine would be 1 to 4. Okay, so we're going to start that on Monday, 1 p.m. to 4. Repeat Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Because remember, we're just working on the week now. If I want to put pink for love, I can do that. Okay. So there we go. 1 to 4. 1 o'clock, I'm done with my business hours. 1 to 4, relationships. Okay. Next one is going to be 10 to 11 p.m. So we have to get that in there as well. Okay, so we'll start there. 10 to 11 p.m. Repeat. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Done. Pink for love. And save. And there we go. Right? And the next one is going to be personal development from 5 to 5:30. Or we could just put growth since it's shorter. And we'll choose the date. And we will choose 5 to 5:30. Here's 5 to 5:30, 30 minutes. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And we can choose a different color. let's say blue. Okay, there we go. It's on. And I apologize for my crazy dog again. And family time, 5:30 to 8. Let's get that in there too. Family, kids, whoops. Family, kids. Starting that there. What was the hours? 5:30 to 8 o'clock. 5:30 to 8 p.m. That's 2.5 hours. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And done. And I'm going to pick another color, let's say purple. And we can click save. All right. There we have our schedule. Our weekly schedule is absolutely complete. Now you see how this process is, it's just so neat, so color-coded, so organized, right? So if you are, let's say, from 5:30 to 8 focused on your family, guess what? Your mind shouldn't be on business. Whereas if you're focusing on business, your mind shouldn't be on your family. You should be present and in the moment within these color-coded boxes on your schedule. Okay? These are the hours of operations for all aspects of your life. Okay? All aspects of your life. And you see that there's some breaks in between, right? There's an hour break there and an hour break there. It gives you room for different things like, running to the store or, eating or whatever it is. Now, kids and family, this is where dinner takes place too. This is where we're cooking and we're cleaning up and we're doing whatever it is. All that family, home, kids stuff happens between 5:30 and 8. Then it's business, and then it's relationship. We'll get together, we'll watch a movie or whatever. And that's pretty much it as far as that concerned. And the same thing applies for the weekend. So then you do the same thing for your weekend tasks. Okay, same process. You use the Google Calendar to do exactly that. Now, what I love about Google Calendar is this feature right here. See where it says task? There's a window that opens up, right? And in here, you can actually type the things that you need to get done, let's say for your business or your personal, right? So I would put, let's say, business blog post. Okay, and then next one, actually, I'll just put biz to keep it shorter. Biz video. Okay, next one could be like biz syndrome, right? Let's say I had something personal to take care of, and I know that it needs to take care of, right? Let's say pay a certain bill on time, pay a bill on time, or whatever, right? So you're going to write a list of things that need to get done, and then as you are sitting, let's say at my business hours from 10 to 1, all I have to do is go here to my list and see what it is that I need to complete, and then I just check it off and get it off the list. And as I'm in these hours from 10 to 1, I'm sitting here checking things off the list, right? If I am on my personal time, whatever, I am checking things off the list, okay? And that is how you basically organize your life. That is exactly how you organize your life. So we talked about Google Calendar. Now you could use Google Calendar. Actually, what I should do here is write Google Calendar on the list. My favorite tool. Okay. Now these other tools are really cool too, and I just kind of wanted to walk you through it before we end the training today. So the first one is Drop Task. And this is a really cool tool, and I'll show you how it works. You can go in it and play with it if you want to use this as a a task, whatever. So basically, you would create a project and you would name it whatever you want. All right. So I'm just going to put test tasks, right? And you can assign it to share it with somebody if you want to. All right, so now you find your test task, which is right here. And within it, you can create different groups, right? So you just drag, there's like two buttons right here, new task and new group. You can create a group. So let's say, you know, this is your and creativity. And you want to assign it a color. Okay, so you do that. And then within here, you can put blog posts, right? And then what you could do is add another one, right? And this could be, you know, create video, right? And the next one could be whatever it is that you're going to do, syndicate content, right? And then you'll have like all your list of things to do here. And what you could do is, another cool feature is, let's say the blog post, let's say for example, you could set it to a priority. You can make the bubbles smaller, right? Or bigger. When you're working on it, you could put in progress, and it's like an in progress button, icon. When you have completed it, you can click complete. Okay, if you need to put it on hold, you need to put it on hold, whatever, right? And if you want to assign it to a specific day to get done, so let's say you were doing this every day or every Monday, let's say. So you repeat the process every day or every week. Every Monday at that time, you click save, and it is now assigned to a date. Okay, and there's other cool little features here. I'm not going to go through it. I just wanted to show you really, really quickly what you can basically do with this task. If you have another one, let's say you wanted to do, let's say this one you wanted to change to business morning, you know, in the mornings. And then you wanted to do another one, let's say business evening. And then you would put task in here, just drop some task, right? You just drop some task in here. And then you do whatever you want. So you have your morning task, your evening task, and they're like these little bubbles that you can actually play with. Okay, so you can go ahead and get in there and get creative with it. If you choose to use this tool, you can. Instead of using the task thing right here. I actually find this a little bit easier, although I do use this too at times. The next task that I want to show you is bubble.us. Bubble.us. Whoops, I put the B. I mean, I put an E, and it shouldn't have been an E. Bubble without the E. What was my password? Actually, okay, here. When you log in, you can create like these little bubbles here, right? So you can put, you know, your task here, and then what needs to go with those tasks. Let me make this a little bit bigger, actually. What needs to happen with those tasks? Let's say, for example, write a blog. Okay, so you write a blog, and then let's say you want to put it on Facebook. Let's say you want to put that blog post on Pinterest, right? And you want to do certain things. Let's say you want to email it to your list. So basically what this is doing is allowing you to create kind of like a flow, kind of like a mind map. This is basically a mind map where you could just get creative and just add little things that, you know, change the colors and, you know, put a task here and a task there and do whatever you got to do. You can drag it and do all sorts of cool little things with it. This is free to use. They do have a paid version. I actually use the free version. The free version allows you to, actually both those tools are free. The drop task is free as well. This one actually allows you to do up to 3 projects for free. If you have more project, you know, mind maps that you want to create, then there's like an upgraded pricing thing. I don't even know how much it is. Well, here goes the pricing here. $6 a month, $59 a year, whatever. Okay, so but I don't use those features. So those are the tools that I kind of wanted to share with you and just show you exactly how they work and how they can actually help you with your business. So there you have it. I am going to go back to my screen and I am going to take it off of. Okay, I'm going to take it off and you guys should see me now. All right, you should see me now. I hope this training was of value to you. I hope that, you know, the process of brain dumping and really just dumping everything on the sheets and transferring them, that it was kind of like an eye-opener for you, right? Because you really should only be focusing on the things that you need to be taking care of. And by doing the Google Hangout calendar, all those little things that you put, like let's say that you wanted to read a book, or that you wanted to, you know, cut a certain video, or that you wanted to plan your travel, all of that could be included in your time slots inside of Google Calendar so that you can get them done, and, you know, put it on your task list of things to do in your business, in your life, whatever it is. Get it done, get it on the list, get it out the way, and that is how you become a success. That's how you become a success, really, with anything that you are, you know, trying to do in your personal life and in your business. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's workshop. It is actually 2 minutes before 11, so we are right on time. Go ahead and enjoy the rest of your Saturday afternoon, and I'll see you guys on the next workshop. Take care and have an awesome day. Bye, guys.